Hey everybody, this is going to be the Great Audi Fix Part 6 because I haven't uploaded Part 5 yet. Nobody's even really watching these, let's face it. I suck, I can't edit, I'm not a very good filmer guy, it's just me. My daughter wants to help me, but I don't know if I should. I feel a little weird sometimes having kids on YouTube. I could be wrong. But yeah, this is going to be part 6. So, in the last video, I started the car up because I got everything put together except I got the coolant flange. It hadn't come in yet, which, by the way, I got today. I got a Dorman. Oh, I probably just broke it. This really is unedited raw crap because it is what it is. But anyway, I went with Dorman. I know it's still made in China, and you know, like I said, I'm not a racist guy. I just I don't know about quality of some parts, only some. But I heard good things about Dorman, so I got a Dorman coolant flange and a new O-ring. That is the last part that I'm waiting to complete the motor. Oh no! Oh, I forgot to get antifreeze. Oh, that's not cool. That is not cool. I forgot antifreeze. Oh, okay, so I have to get antifreeze. It's that pink stuff. By the way, don't just throw any old antifreeze in your Audi or like turbo cars and stuff in general. European takes its own formula and stuff, just like it takes for like the power steering fluid is like brain fart. Anyway, it's its own type of fluid. Everything is its own type of fluid. Everything is its own everything on this car. Anyway, when I did start it up, it sounded like it was gonna blow up. Like it was rattling and banging and dying and chugging, and I was like, oh man, I screwed this up somehow. And I don't know how. I'm not new to being a mechanic. I've been a mechanic my whole life. But if you haven't worked on something and you second guess yourself and you're unsure, which you shouldn't do, especially, I'm 48 years old. I should know a few things. But I've always done that. That's always been my problem. Always second guess myself. I don't know why. But yeah, so I was worried they got the timing wrong or that I got the tensioner wrong and I had already wrecked the belt. I thought, oh man, something just catastrophic happened. I thought I wrecked the motor. I really did. And then I was like, it sounds like exhaust coming right out of the back of my head or something. So then I was like, oh, the combi valve. I bet you the combi valve's doing that because, like what it's for and stuff. So I just threw the combi valve back on, but I also had to put on like all of these. For now, everything is on temporary. Nothing is bolted down. Nothing is, I don't have clamps on nothing or nothing like that. So I put the combi valve back on right there. And I put all of the piping back on just in case. Oh, and I didn't think it would matter. But before I took them out, I labeled them all. And I was told it shouldn't matter because they're all the same coils. But then again, I also read that sometimes it does matter. So I had 3 and 4 backwards. I don't even know how I did that. Brain fart again. But so I fixed that, changed those back. I put all this stuff back together. Just temporary, of course, except for I did tighten down the combi valve. And it purred like a kitten. It started right up. It kept running. It sounded good. I can't even tell you. Like, I can't even explain to you how happy I was, because, you know, I've spent, it might not seem like a lot to some people, but I've spent about $2,000 on this car now after buying it. I've had it for a year now, and I love it, and I miss it, and I haven't driven it for like a month. And I had already done the plugs. Oh, I paid like $14 or $15 a plug. I got these fancy iridium Sons of Guns. So those are good. I gotta change this air filter, because when I did first change it, like, it's not even that old, but I bought a cheap one, and I hate that. I need to get. I seen you just take this box out, but they kept the cover thing to induct the air to it. But you can get this. I think it's Spectre. You can get one for, I believe it's the blow off or whatever. It's a filter for that, and the filter for just cold air. And I guess they're relatively cheap, so I'm gonna look for a Spectre, the two Spectre thingies there, filters. But that's later, because this is still okay for now, so that's later as well. And my turbo, there's just nothing I can do about it. I can't afford a new Borg Warner Borg Warner turbo, and I know you can get those cheap $200 or $300 turbos, but and then what? Like, a couple months down the road, I blow if not the turbo, I blow the oil seal or something. You know what I mean? Then it's the same issue. So I'm gonna wait until I can have the proper one, or I don't know yet. I've never rebuilt a turbo, but I might take it on. I might get a rebuilt kit, and I might try that. I might take that turbo out. I would, of course, in Rich Man's Land, I'd love to get, there's KO4s, but that's not even the one I'd want. I'd want a totally different turbo. And definitely, they're okay because this is a small turbo. So the intercooler doesn't look that big that way, but they're thick. They're probably 2-3 inches thick or something. But I would like the front intercooler. But just the intercooler's $300-400 or more. So I would like to find a used intercooler, because there isn't much that can go wrong with them unless people drive into shit. But a used intercooler, and maybe, I don't know, maybe a KO4. I would like something different though. There's these Mazda 3 turbos, or Mazda Speed, turbos, that apparently you can change housings and blah blah blah, but I'm not a machinist, so I'm not good enough for that. I'm not even gonna lie. So I don't know if I could do that, but there might be turbo shops that you could just be like, here's this turbo, change it from however many millimeter that one is, which is tiny. I bet you things like 30 mil or something is tiny turbo, just tiny. But I think these are you can only go safely to 14 pounds, 15 pounds or something. These guys go with the KO4s, and then they throw 20 pounds at them with a stock motor and wonder why it blows up. Jesus. Everybody wants more power, and that's a reason for it, but why blow your motor up trying to get an extra couple pounds of boost when, think about it. Mine runs between 7, and I think it maxes out at 14 or 15 on the top end of it. But yeah, it's screaming at that, and that's already at almost 7,000 RPM or 6,500, whatever. And I don't do that. I like power. I like all of that, but I also like reliability, and I don't want to blow my car up. Like, I just don't. You know, this motor was replaced from the original owners because I don't know what happened to it, but they replaced it at, I think, 84,000 or 85,000 kilometers, and it cost them $1,700 just for the bottom end. His original head got fixed at a machine shop, like gone over, and valves and all that shit. But yeah, so the motor's got 190,000 kilometers on it, around there, which is like, what is that, about 110,000 miles or so? So not low miles, but not too bad. Not too bad, honestly. And it runs perfect, and oil, I use the best oil and all that stuff. Still got to put that in too, but I can't believe I forgot coolant. Darn it. So now, darn it, I have to get coolant. Okay. Hey, this is my garage too. This is a project we're working on too. Me and another guy. The motor was blown in this old mower. So he's like, well, I got this 110 motor. Not sure what it was, big grinder motor or something, I'm not positive. But yeah, that, and we're gonna link up an alternator and batteries and inverters, and we're gonna make an electric lawnmower, an electric ride-on mower, but without the mower deck, just like a go-kart for the kids out here. And we're gonna have it so that it keeps charging itself, so we don't have to just run out of battery in an hour because we're running a big high amp motor. So we're gonna have the charging the battery and circulating electricity and stuff like that. That's a thought anyway, you know, that's what we're hoping for. We had a big barbecue here the other day. Yeah, there's some guns and fishing rods and bows and stuff. You know, license plates. Oh, that one's falling down. I have a whole pile more to put over there still. I haven't done it yet. The year I was born, some plates right there. 1971 years born. I wasn't born in Alberta though, I was born in BC. Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna get after it, and we'll let you know. Yeah, we had paintings going on when I first got here. We did some painting. The kids did, and my ex-wife, and yeah, skull, and oh shit. And this is clean, believe it or not. This is clean. I got so many tools.